Who are these people? Who is this? Mrs. Iverson. The woman is eagerly chatting with her neighbor. And did you see Vestergaard? Oh god, sorry, it's a burp. Did you see Vestergaard's daughter waiting outside? Apparently she's waiting to see that German lieutenant of hers. In front of a church full of Danes? These young ones really have no sense. Oh, Gerda, you poor dear, I don't mean you. Please don't worry. Oh, everyone is enjoying the cakes so much. Especially him. He keeps up like that, will run out soon. Much too soon. Should we stop him? Oh no, let him eat. The poor man seems so stressed out as of late. Indeed, one can't help but wonder why. Oh, is that, what's his face? Niles, or whatever his name is? Forbin. Why do I know that name? Is that the other guy that was with Anders? He's holding a plate with an abundance of cakes stacked on top. Careful there, Torben. Oh. He splutters and coughs for a moment. Sorry, Gerda. Didn't see you there. How are you? There's still crumbs in his beard. I can't stop staring at them. I'm mentioning the crumbs. I don't care. I'm autistic. I will never, try and spare people's feelings in these situations. You've, got a little something there. Oh, by the devil. Sorry about that. I, heard about what happened to Anders. That poor kid. I never thought. Look, if there's anything I can do for you, you just let me know. Thank you. Here, why don't you have a piece? He awkwardly extends the plate of cakes towards me. Sure, thanks. These are rough times. We should take what little we can get, especially at that dinner tonight. Though I'm surprised, the factory job didn't sour Mr. Vestergaard on the whole thing. Why would it? Damage like that ain't exactly a drop in the bucket, even for that old profiteer. And they'll need someone like me to clear all that rubble. Finally, some good luck. Of course, that's going to have to wait a day or two. I've never known Vestergaard to take his time with things. Not up to him. The Germans are taking a special interest. Got their own crews moving things around before the rest of us get to cleaning. Well, his factory does make goods for the Germans, doesn't it? Nah, this is more than that. The old fox must have something else going on. Vestergaard German deals. Vestergaard has some kind of arrangement with the German military, but I'm not sure what. But now, if you don't mind, these cakes aren't going to eat themselves. Torben, did you just stuff a cake into your jacket? What? Well, maybe just one. Not for me, of course. For some friends who, can't exactly come out right now. You know the type. Right, yeah. Probably other members of the resistance or refugees. You talk to the kids? No. Alright, let's go find the pastor. You know, it's funny, now when I see that kind of, church architecture, the, I don't know how to describe it, but, the stone floors with, the, that kind of outer, building, the way it's built and, that sort of door. I feel like I'm explaining this very badly, but you get the idea. It reminds me of, that one section of, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where you have to fight, they're the sad Catholics, but they're called something else in Bloodlines. It's, completely blanking on the name, but yeah, they're all holed up in that, sort of, church. Is it psalm books? Well worn and well used. One of the books is lying dejectedly on the ground. As I left the book, I noticed something's been scribbled on the inside of the cover. They bind us hand and mouth. but they cannot bind spirit. Brave words. It's time more people started believing them and took a stand. Put the book back. There we go, safe and snug. Nis, he wears a confident stance, eyes gleaming with something dangerous. Morning, Mrs. Larson. Making a bit of time for God, eh? I'll leave her alone, Nis. What? I'm chatting, just a bit of banter, eh? And here I thought you were all business. It's Sunday, time to rest, eh? Don't mind him. Will you be coming to Vestergaard's banquet tonight? Well, it seems like everyone is. Half the town, I guess. The old man had to special order quite a few goodies. Her network can't be that good. Ha! No, not quite. Had to call in a few special favors from Copenhagen. Seems those fellows were more than happy to send things Vestergaard's way. Eager to make a connection, I think. They're starting to set up in the town market, too, eh? And I'm sure talking about them loudly in an echoing church is the perfect way to get a leg up. Yeah, good point. Meanwhile, our latest guests aren't exactly docile little chicks, are they? Oh yeah, how's Sophia? How's Sophia? How should she be? Scared, of course. Though that little bear is keeping her busy. No, I mean, is she still sick? Not like those two resistance birds. They don't stop arguing about some old farm north of town near the river bend. She wants to go, he doesn't, she does, back and forth all day. Never knew Peter would be so timid. It's like he and your Anders switched places. He has certainly been busy lately. Oh, trust me, dear, a busy man is better than a dull one. Keeps things lively. No wonder you're not married, sister. You're one to talk. Where exactly is the line of women at your door? Shade. I like her. Which, of course, is no way to beseech a man of the cloth, and one in my state least of all. Right, but about the calf-board. Which brings me to my next point. Oh no. Looks like Jacob is busy talking the ears off some of the townspeople. There seems to be a bit of a queue. Perhaps I should try to come back later, after I talk to some of the other people here. Well, man, my view of the pastor is blocked by his broad back. Excuse me? What is it? You need to talk to the pastor. Don't we all? Right, sorry. Seems like I'll have to wait my turn. Alright, well, is there anyone else we can talk to right now? What? Harold? She's gotta be hallucinating, right? Like, that can't be him. For a moment, I thought, no, it must have been my imagination. Snap out of it, Gerda. Shit. Girl's losing it. Margaret, she's scribbling in her notebook, her fingers blue from the cold. Alright, she doesn't like me. Margaret? Oh, Gerda! She snaps the notebook shut and turns to me with a worried look. I'm so sorry, Where have you been? I've been trying to get a hold of you, but you weren't at home. I heard about Anders. Now people are saying that somebody broke into the clinic last night, and that they shot the doctor. Is that true? Are you alright? Shake your head. Oh, Gerda. I'm not sure what I'm doing, Margaret. It all seems to have spun out of control so fast. I know. Wish there was something I could do to help. What about you? I've heard a rumor about you. Oh. Margaret's errand. What was Margaret's errand? I guess I needed to have a better relationship with her earlier. Why are you standing out in the cold? Oh. I'm waiting for Wolfgang. We're going to have lunch together. He said he would pick me up in his car after the service, but he's a little late. Are you sure this is a good idea? Meeting a German officer so near a church full of Danes? Well, surely they must be used to it by now. Your cousin visits the church too, and well, she works for the Gestapo. I'm sorry, Gerda, I didn't mean to... No, I suppose you're right. Wolfgang is just an officer. He's not like them. Well, that's not really true, is it? Oh. You know what? Come to our party tonight. My father will be there. I'm sure if you talk with him, he'll be able to help with Anders. Do you really think so? Of course. He's not without influence in this town. And the Germans certainly owe him a few favors, given how accommodating he's been. That could prove useful. Will there be many soldiers at the banquet? Well, yes, I think so. Gestapo, too. My father's keen to keep everyone happy, especially with the war going the way it is. At any rate, I think it might be worthwhile for you to attend. It'll be a very big social event. Indeed, it seems like the whole town will be there. Well, you know my father. Not even war and occupation can deter him from throwing the party of the year. It hardly seems like the time for a party. I'm sorry, you're right. I can't imagine you're primed for festivities right now. But still, you should come. We hear the sound of a car driving up the road. Oh, he's here. And so is Reinhardt. Did he tell anyone about what happened? Fräulein Margaret. Oh, and Frau Larsen as well. You must forgive me for being late. I had to finish patrolling the perimeter of the factory with some of my men. We must ensure that these saboteurs cannot endanger the production again. Frau Larsen, I heard that someone broke into that clinic of yours. We may have had our differences, but I was saddened to hear about the good doctor's death. News certainly spreads fast in this town. My condolences. Thank you. Rest assured that Wehrmacht is doing everything in its power to prevent incidents like these from happening in the future. Fräulein Margaret, would you do me the honor of walking with me for a while? Of course, but... She looks at me apologetically. Are you going to be alright? It's fine, go ahead. Come visit me at the house later if you can. We can talk more then. I don't really want to talk to this bastard, but who knows, it might prove useful. Reinhardt, his face scrunches into a contemptuous frown as he takes a puff of his cigarette. Can't believe I have to follow this dumb pop around town all day. Ah, Frau Larsen, so we meet again. Have you come to seek absolution from the big man upstairs? I'm afraid you'll find heaven quite empty these days. What are you doing here? You mean besides acting as chauffeur to His Highness over there? I thought we might catch up a little. Perhaps discuss that little unfortunate incident that occurred last night. I trust you've kept everything nice and quiet? It sure would be a shame if people learned the truth about the law-abiding Frau Larsen. Breaking and entering into her own workplace. Pocketing medicine for her own use. Acting as an accessory to murder. I didn't do anything. Oh, come now. It's a little too late for you to be playing the innocent bystander, don't you think? At any rate, I hope that yesterday's events have taught you to help the right people. Who knows how much worse things will go if you don't. I'll do what's best for me and mine. Of course, as we all should. Why, that's all I ever do, Frau Larson, and I'm not dead yet. If you're interested in doing what's best for your husband, meet me at Town Square this afternoon. I'm nothing if not forgiving. This fucking bastard. Alright, now I can talk to the pastor. Jacob, he looks eager to speak with me. Gerda, my child, I've heard the news. Poor Harold. He was such a dear friend. To think that he departed this earthly plane, I always imagined that I would be the first of us to go. Surely that request I made of you has nothing to do with this dreadful business? No, do not answer, my child. Of course it cannot have. I declare it cannot. Now let us speak of other matters. You look like you have a question for me. Yes, but perhaps we could speak somewhere more private? Why, of course. Follow me. Okay. Let's go. His eyes are sparkling with conspiracy. What's on your mind? Please tell me everything you know about Mr. Vestergaard. Mr. Vestergaard, but why? He's a powerful man with connections. He might be able to help Anders. I have to try and convince him. I'm afraid I do not know much more than yourself, child. The banquet tonight will be a treasure trove of information. But you must not attend empty-handed, my dear. I guess the more we know, the better. I don't know if this is a good idea, though. I would probably much rather, try and, see if the resistance can help Anders somehow, rather than trying to suck up to these people. 'Cause it's probably going to end badly. Precisely, and Mr. Vestergaard should be your first point of interest. I suggest you go around town and see what gossip you can uncover about that old profiteer. And then share it with me, of course. Of course. You'll be able to connect the dots better than me. You flatter me, child. I'm merely a humble servant. Oh, before you go, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Our friend from the south is eager to find a way to Sweden. Could you stop by the inn and see if there's a way to help? I would attempt it myself, but I fear my presence there would be too conspicuous. Alright, of course. She needs our help more than anyone. Indeed, it is not an easy time. Good luck, child. I look forward to hearing what you've learned this evening.
Looking at the congregation, I couldn't help but see our little town's fraught past. The effects of changing hands between nations lasting for generations. The gravestones at the church, including my family's, attested to this history. In better times, our differences and the injustices of the past were forgotten over Sunday cake. But now, they smouldered just below the surface, ready to combust.
What this town needed after the war was a good cake to smooth things over, one so decadent that any arguments would dissolve along with the icing. The scars of our history were still too fresh to ignore. The town would be divided for a long time to come. Both Germans and Danes were just trying to live their lives, and I hoped that they could stop their differences from dividing them. Well, see, the thing about trying to keep your head down and survive is it never works in the long run, because in order to stop things like fascism, occupation, etc., you need to band together, build community, and fight back. Because if you just try and keep your head down and just try and weather the storm or whatever, then you'll just get steamrolled over. It's a bad idea to get complacent. That's incredibly relevant to shit that's happening right now, by the way. Not just in the US, but all over. Because America is the fucking center of the universe because of colonialism and imperialism. Everything that they do has an effect on literally everyone else, and their politics has an effect on literally everyone else. For better or for worse. The scars of our history were still too fresh to ignore. The town would be divided for a long time to come.
The scars of our history were still too fresh to ignore. The town would be divided for a long time to come.
I think this game has, I remember looking it up, I think this game has like 5 days in it. So you start on Friday, I believe, and you play until, I guess, Tuesday, if my math is correct. So we're on day 3. So we're, I think, like maybe around about halfway. Hard to say. So I doubt we're going to be able to finish the game today. I might have to schedule a stream for Tuesday next week, because I think I actually might be free, and try and wrap it up then. Because I was hoping to start my 10-year anniversary playthrough of Life is Strange next Friday. So, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. How long have I been streaming for? Yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes, almost 3 hours. Okay. So we
The
can...
Resistance could be valuable allies in helping to save Anders. I should see if they need any help.
Peter's gonna be fucking pissed at me.
The soldiers and workers here might be willing to tell me something about Mr. Vestergaard. What sort of secrets is he hiding?
That would also be useful, but I also want to see...
Reinhard has offered to look after Anders if I help him with something. I wonder what it could be.
Well, we're not doing that. Fuck that guy. Let's stop by the inn first. We also need to check on Esther and Sophia. Oh god, my stomach is all tied up in knots. I'm really not looking forward to facing Peter after what happened last night. Will they even let me inside? I guess I've got no choice but to find out. Entrance, the front entrance to the inn. Just a moment, I'll be right. Oh, Gerda, it's you. I must have missed you when you came by yesterday. I suppose you're here to see the others. Well, go on then. They're out back. She cocks her head in the direction of the kitchen. Alright. Who's this? Old Carl appears to be aimlessly muttering to himself. Eh? What are you looking at? She is focusing intently on rearranging the bottles underneath the bar. Yes, can I get you anything? Can I talk to you about Miss? She heaves a sigh. What's he even up to now? Why are you allowing his business out back? Isn't it dangerous? Of course it is, Nick. I can't say that I'm not worried about it, but we need the money. What about the soldiers who come here? Well, you probably know how I feel about them. Still, I must admit that they always pay well. It softens the sting of having to see them walk in here like they own the damn place. So we just want money, we don't care where it comes from. Which, like, under capitalism, I get it. We all need money to survive, but let's try and still have some principles. Bulletin board. There are a few papers stuck to it. Mrs. Dahl is now taking new students to learn the piano. Piece of paper covered in grease stains and watermarks. It's a recipe for stewed cabbage. Cabinet. It seems quite ordinary. Alright, one last deep breath. It's time to face the music. But we can't just... Gerda, you're back. Peter tells me you didn't show up at the clinic last night. What? He didn't tell her? No, I'm sorry. I had too much on my mind. How's your man doing? Pained expression crosses Peter's face. It's gotten worse. Oh no. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, well, the pastor came by and talked to him this morning. I think it lifted the poor bastard's spirits a bit. Oh. He's in the next room if you'd like to take a look at him. Oh, before we do that, I need to talk to Gerda for a spell. Of course. I had better go prepare for our next move. Come see me when you're done here. Hey Gerda, join me over by the truck, will you? An orange peel. A sweet citrusy fragrance lingers in the air. An orange peel. How on earth did they manage to get their hands on this? Peter. His fingers are idly drumming on the metal frame of the truck door. You didn't tell her what happened. No, I didn't. I just want to forget that we ever went to that fucking clinic. Fuck, Gerda, I didn't mean to do it. You've got to believe me. But if that damn Nazi hadn't been there, if you hadn't, it was a mistake letting you get involved in all this. I think you should go home. No, wait! What, Gerda? Give me one good reason to trust you. Anders trusted me, or you need me. I don't know if it's true that they need us, that they need me, but Anders trusted me. You should too. And what the hell was last night all about? Why did you go alone? It pisses me off that you can't say, like, I was trying to get medicine for Sophia, for, like, Esther's daughter, who was sick. Oh well. Ugh. I didn't want to hurt anyone. It was foolish of me. Please, Peter, can we just put this behind us? Anders needs our help. God damn it. Fine. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can give you another chance. Just promise me that you'll... We hear several of the boxes inside the truck topple over. Great. What the hell? It's that boy again. He stares at the both of us. His eyes are wide with fear. Then he attempts to bolt to the side. Shit, hey! Peter grabs the boy and slams him violently against the side of the truck. Let me go! Let me go! What are you doing here? Let me go, you traitors! Stop squealing and answer her question, you little shit. What are you doing here? I don't have to answer to you. Now let me go, or I'll tell my father. I'll tell everyone where you're hiding. Oh, you think you're smart, huh? Hiding in my truck? Spying on us like you're some kind of bloody Nazi detective? Fucking hell, this is bad. Yeah, it is bad. Okay. There's no way we can let him go, because he is gonna sell us out. If he goes missing, then, like, people are gonna notice that he's gone. Particularly his father. Also, I feel like killing a child is still bad, even if it is a child Nazi. I don't know. What do you want to do to him? Well, I can't very well let him scamper off now, can I? Look at his uniform. The boy's a damn Nazi. God damn it. Why did you have to come here? Peter's hands are itching towards his pocket. Peter, wait! What? His father is a Gestapo officer. Are you serious? He's much more valuable alive. Yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. Peter, just let him go. Calm down, I'm not gonna shoot. Shit. Ah, the little shit stabbed me in the shoulder. Christ. Stand in his way. Shit, that's not gonna work. Stop! Get out of my way! Ah, no. Great, that didn't go well. Oh, that really did not go well. Ah, I should not have let it play out like that. And also, my throat is killing me. That's why I'm not doing, like, effective yells and screams anymore, by the way, if you were wondering. Ah! What the hell is... Livia's face turns pale as her eyes settle on Heinrich. Chief, I swear I didn't. He was hiding inside the truck. I have no idea how he got in. What's going on back here? I heard... Who is that boy? Why is he... Ah, my leg! Oh my god, you shot a Nazi? In my inn? Oh god. This is a disaster. Mitty, I didn't have a choice. He was... Calm down, Miss England. England. No, don't tell me to calm down. You can't keep that boy in here. Let's be sensible. Blah. Let's be sensible. He's already seen too much for us to let him go. Were there any customers in the bar? No, only old Carl. Did he hear anything? No, he was drunk as a fiddler when I left him. From experience, I'd say he hasn't heard a thing. Good, that means we're the only ones who know about this. Peter, tie the boy up until we figure out what to do with him. I'm on it. Miss England, let's talk. Christ. Esther is eyeing Heinrich nervously. Is he... Yes, he's one of them. They never stop following you, do they? What are we going to do? I don't know. Mama? Sophia, what are you doing out here? Get back into bed. Great. Well, this is a shit show. Someone's gotta stop that bleeding if we want him to not die. Peter, his eyes are fixed on the pool of blood gathering around Heinrich's leg. There, that should do it. I glance at the dirty bandage which has been sloppily tied around Heinrich's lower leg. Criticize his handiwork and remind him of his own injury. Oh right, he got stabbed in the shoulder. You should go take care of your own injury. It'll get infected if you keep treating it as if it was nothing but a mosquito bite. I'll watch the boy while you're gone. I told you, it's not that bad. That little butter knife he calls a dagger barely made a dent in me. Peter, please. You're not going to do the resistance any favors if you start running a fever. He grumbles. All right. I suppose you're right. I'll go wash it. But don't you dare let that boy out of your sight. I won't. Heinrich stares at me. Okay. Can I take a look at your leg? Alright. I expertly unfurl Peter's shoddy handy. The bullet went straight through. That's good. Oh, we don't have alcohol. Use water to clean the wound. It's also probably better to clean it with water than with alcohol because, like, I've heard that pouring alcohol just straight into an open wound actually isn't good for it. Shocking, I know. Like, disinfecting wounds is important, but, like, you shouldn't just pour alcohol straight, like, into an open wound. Heinrich winces. I grab a clean linen scarf from my satchel and wrap it around the boy's leg. There, that should do the trick. He's coming back. All clean. Now, please, go talk to the chief. I'm sure she could use some help. Alright. She's trying to calm the agitated innkeeper. Risking both my livelihood and my life for you lot. I won't stand for it. I want him out of here. Can't we bring him somewhere else? I doubt it. We can't let him go. I don't want to say this is on you, Livia, because, like, it's not, actually. She isn't the one who shot him. Can we bring him somewhere else? You want to sneak a Nazi kid around town while he screams bloody murder? Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's not a great idea. That's not gonna work. The boy knows the inn is helping the resistance now. He knows about the smuggling. If we go down, you go down too. She scoffs and puts her arms across her chest. Well, what are we going to do with him then? We can't just sit around and drink tea all day. I'll figure something out, Mitty. You can count on it. You're better. Gerda, come see me in a moment. There's something I want to talk about. Okay. Is there anything else we can do around here? Don't think so. Door. There's a low humming sound coming from behind this door. It's locked. Can we look at this guy and his wounds? I guess not. Yes, sir. She's stroking her daughter's hair soothingly. Oh, mein Schatz. Schwartz? How many times do I have to tell you? When I tell you to stay somewhere, you need to stay there until I tell you it's safe. I'm sorry, Mama. How are the two of you doing? I'm fine, but my little girl is getting worse. Did I or did I not get penicillin for you two? For Christ's sakes. Sorry I couldn't do more. I hate to ask any more favors of you, but we want to get out of this town as quickly as we can. If you come across any information regarding a possible means of transportation, please let us know. Okay. Her shoulders are heaving slightly as she leans over the desk. Livia. What a mess. You wanted to speak with me? Yes. Peter says that you're friends with Vestergaard's daughter. I assume that means you'll be attending the old profiteer's party tonight? That's the plan. We've received a tip that's too good to pass up. A citizen sympathetic to our cause is planning to deliver valuable information at the banquet. Clearly, Peter and I can't attend ourselves. Our plan so far has been to send Torben to investigate this lead. He is not a member of our organization, but he's dependable. However, despite your refusal to help us at the clinic, it might be better to have someone like you there. You are, after all, a woman of the people, aren't you? Opinions are divided. I'd like to think so. Peter tells me that your Danish and German heritage is invaluable. That lets you glide between social circles. We could use someone like that at tonight's event. But I need to know, can we trust you? You did come through for us last night. But maybe something like this is more your speed. You can count on me. I would have helped you if it wasn't for... Anyways, whatever. Olivia breathes out a sigh and is quiet for a moment. Well then, Larson. We look forward to your contribution. Oh, and one last thing before you go. Yes? I'll be heading north up near the old Hansen farm to pick up some equipment. Peter will have to stay here and keep an eye on the Nazi kid. So if you have any time to spare, I'd appreciate your help. Think about it. Livia mentioned supply drop. I spoke with Livia about the supply drop north of town. Alright, let's see if we can do that. I also need to get information on, what's-his-face, Margaret's father. So I can blackmail
him. At the front, soldiers shoot at other soldiers. In the air, pilots bring down rival airmen. And on the sea, sailors hurl volleys at enemy ships. But here in Tinglev, our resistance had been forced to capture a young boy who would reveal their whereabouts. It's hard to see what else they could have done, but my stomach churned at the sight of an imprisoned child. Was it right to hold him like this?
Well, it depends on how old he is. I mean, the poor boy was also a victim of the Nazis in his own way. It was wrong to punish him for the sins of his father. The boy was old enough to have chosen his ideology and old enough to be held accountable for it. Hate could not go unanswered. I feel like I'm somewhere in between these two. Yes, you do need to be held accountable for your actions, especially once you reach a certain age, but It is true that he's young and he's been indoctrinated into this stuff by his father, but like, nah, you know? At this point, it's less about like punishing him and more about just like keeping people safe. I don't know. The boy was old enough to have chosen his ideology, and old enough to be held accountable for it. Hate could not go unanswered.
The boy was old enough to have chosen his ideology, and old enough to be held accountable for it. Hate could not go unanswered.
Because people like to use the, oh, they're just a kid excuse a lot when it comes to like white supremacists and like particularly like teenage boys who do horrible shit. Or like rapists, for example. And it's like, you know what, at a certain point, you're old enough to be held accountable for your actions. And yes, like, it is worth like examining what got you here, but also like the way we assign childhood to certain people and then deny childhood to others, like especially teenagers, like, and the way that is often divided like along race is very significant. Anyways.
Reinhard has offered to look
No,
after...
we're not doing that.
I've been told that Liva will be carrying out a mission
Oh,
here
it's
today.
Liva.
If I go and help her, she might come to trust me more.
I thought that there was an extra I in her name. Wow, I can't read.
The soldiers and workers here might be willing to tell me something about Mr. Vestergaard. What sort of secrets is he hiding?
Alright, factory, and then we've got...
I've been told that Liva will be carrying out... I should visit Margit. Maybe she can reveal what her father is up to. Or I could find out something on my own.
Alright, well, I want to do all of these, but...
I've been told that Liva will be
go
carrying
to
out
the northern farm first. I doubt Margaret's gonna give us information about her father. And, like, who knows if she even really knows anything? But the German soldiers might. But I don't think they like me. The old Hansen farm. It's not often that I'm this far out of town. My legs feel slightly jelly-like from biking through so much snow. Liva told me she'd be somewhere in this area. I hope she's still around. Yeah, there she is. Is there anything else we can look at? I don't want to leave just yet. Okay, fine. Gerda, you actually came. I guess you found the place easily enough then. What are we doing all the way out here? The British dropped a few supply crates near here last week. With any luck, we'll be walking away with our hands full. What kind of stuff are we looking for? Depends on what they dropped. Guns and explosives if we're lucky. You don't know what they've sent you? No, not this time. Follow me. Damn, it's jammed shut. But it can't be the only one they dropped. Let's look for the other crates and find something to pry this one open. We don't have much time, so spread out, see what you can find. Okay. Let's go hunting. Something to pry shit open with. There we go. SOE supply crate. It must have come down hard to collapse the roof like that. Boy, this one sure got stuck up high. Let me just... Gerda, what are you doing up there? There's a crate here. You said to look for crates. Get down from there. Anders would be furious if he knew. Well, he's not here, is he? No, he's in a Gestapo holding cell because I let him take too many risks. But we're not discussing this from a rooftop. Get down. I like the view. I'm tempted to push her, but it might not go over very well. Fine, I'll calm down. There's another one over there. Let's go around the other way, I guess. You know, you're almost as stubborn as your husband. Sometimes it's best not to budge. Well, you've got that right. Anders would never budge if he thought an operation was too irresponsible. What about the factory? That was a clean job. It should have gone off perfectly. But the Gestapo found out about him somehow. I'm still trying to figure out what happened, but we'll deal with that later. Anything in the crate? Looks like it's just flyers. To the citizens of Denmark, the people of Great Britain stand with you in your opposition to the German oppressors. Can't shoot a Nazi with a flyer. Yeah, literally. Never hurts to encourage people, or could give them a paper cut, though. Well then, let's get these ships straight to Hitler. We can win the war through mild irritation. Hopefully the other crates will have something with a bit more kick. Alright then, let's get going. Oh, we're bonding! We're becoming BFFs, and maybe also sapphic lovers down the line, who knows. I'm very much team Gerda, leave your husband, and date Lydia, and why do I keep saying Lydia? Liva instead. SOE supply crate. Missing a parachute. Where did it end up? Did you find something? What have we got? Seems empty. Damn, the strop might have been picked clean. There's something you're not telling me. We're not the only resistance group around here, Gerda. Plenty of folks want to see the Germans sent back across the border. Preferably in coffins. You mean the Nazis? Sure, whatever you need me to say, Gerda. In any case, it's possible another resistance cell has already been here. We should keep looking. There could still be something useful in the other crates. Let's keep at it. Is there a crate over there? Just can't get across that gate. Tractor, this thing won't be pulling anything anytime soon. Huh, it looks like this tractor's engine has been modified. Anders mentioned something about converting tractors to use wood instead of gas. Wonder if he worked on this one. Supply crate. It traveled a long way only to get buried in the snow. Another crate. Anything good inside? Ah, this one is sealed shut just like the first. Hold on, there's something in the snow next to the crate. Let me just... There it is. What did you find? A metal bar. I think I can use it to pry open the crate. Not bad, Larson. Let's see what's inside. A bunch of little metal spikes. Huh, I bet these could pierce tires. Good eye. That's exactly what they're for. There's something else underneath. Medical supplies. That's a stroke of luck. You should take these. You'll put them to better use. I'll hang on to the caltropes. We used them all the time back in Copenhagen. Do you miss it, the city? I miss the music. The jazz clubs were something to see. And the people. I miss the people. Maybe we got a little overzealous, too reckless. What happened to the others? Most of them didn't make it. I'm sorry. Me too. There are good people. But we've still got supplies to find here. I'll see if there's anything north of the fence. Why don't you take that bar you found and open up that first crate by the road? Let's keep looking. Alright, time to muscle up. The wood creaks and then snaps open. What are these? They look like vacuum tubes, the kind used in a radio. Radio parts. Bang! A gunshot! It sounds like it came from up ahead. Oh no. Is it Liva? I've already forgotten. Or Liva. I think it's Liva. Liva! What's going on here? We are wondering the same thing. Axel. Finn. Caught this one here about to bust open our supply crate. Your crate? Aye, our crate. We spent weeks coordinating this drop with the British. Not about to let some out-of-towner snag our supplies. Liva, are you stealing, or aren't you on the same side? Exactly, we're all fighting the Germans here. Just because we have a common enemy doesn't mean we're all on the same side. We don't need you wasting our supplies on some silly capers. Oh my god, it's leftist infighting, but in World War II. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind! Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Lord. Capers. My group has done more around here than any of you upstarts. You better remember that the next time you go around shooting off warning shots. Oh, then why didn't the Brits send you these supplies, eh? If you're so goddamn effective. Well, she does operate under the radar. That's the point, isn't it? I'm guessing you're new to this, lady. We all operate under the radar. But I reckon there's a reason the British don't like her. Isn't that right, Sparrow? They just don't like my politics. But my comrades are the ones who died for our people. So, you don't like her because she's a communist. Even though you're all fighting for the same thing. Jesus fucking Christ alive. Let's all just simmer down. Why? So she can take our explosives? No thanks. Get away from our stuff. And do it quick. Next one won't be a warning shot. Can't you see we need these supplies? We all need supplies. This is a goddamn war. There aren't easy answers here, lady. Okay, what about vacuum tubes? Or we could... I shouldn't be fighting each other. Fine, we'll be generous. You can take half. Just stay out of our hair. Let's go, Finn. Well, that could have gone a lot worse. Thanks for the help, Gerda. Let's get back to town. Alright. I think that was fair. I mean, maybe we could have taken all of it instead of half if I had done something different, but it feels a
For
little
weeks
unfair
or even
to
months, another resistance
all.
group had risked discovery, secretly communicating with the British under the very nose of the occupation. These late arrival resistance fighters had dreamed up schemes and sabotages, all of which relied on the contents of this drop. And here we were, ready to snatch their prize from under them. Was that right?
We did not know the extent of their plans, which comrades or loved ones they wanted to save. Taking these supplies robbed them of those possibilities. Seeing these resistance groups were better at fighting each other than they were at fighting the Nazis, what hope did they have of succeeding? I'm tempted to say that, but I don't want to be pessimistic. Liva knew she could put those resources to better use. If the goal was to disrupt the occupation forces, she was the one for the job. Well, I guess I don't know if I entirely agree with any of these. Liva knew she could put these resources to better use. If the goal was to disrupt the occupation forces, she was the one for the job.
Liva knew she could put these resources to better use. If the goal was to disrupt the occupation forces, she was the woman for the job.
There we go, we got an insight point. Our friendship with Liva seems to be going quite well. Alright. 3 p.m., so we still have time before the banquet party, I'm assuming.
The soldiers and workers here might be willing to tell me something about Mr. Vestergaard. What sort of secrets is he hiding?
So we could go to the factory, or we could go...
I should visit Margaret. Maybe she can reveal what her father is up to. Or I could find out something on my own.
Or we could go and try and get information out of Margaret. I think visiting the soldiers might be a better idea.
The soldiers and workers here might...
Darn. My tire is getting low on air, just what I needed. I'll have to give it a few pumps. Good gracious. What on earth was that? It sounded like it came from the factory. I guess I'll find out soon enough. If Vestergaard is up to something, this factory is as good a place to look for clues as any. Patch wall. Sturdy wooden planks have been put up to reinforce the wall. Oh my, that must have been some explosion. I doubt they'll be able to rebuild this wall until spring. Not with the weather we're having. I should get inside the factory. Alright, fine. Can I go down this or... Okay, no. I should go check out the factory. Alright. I can hear shooting sounds, but they're coming from the other direction, but I can't check it out, I guess. German soldier. He looks wary and weather-worn. State your business. Oh. I need to think of something so he'll let me in. We don't really know Wolfgang that well. And Reinhardt hates us. I'm curious about where those gunshots are coming from, but that's not going to get me in. Alright, let's try this. I'm here to see Wolfgang Holtz. Do you have an appointment scheduled? No, but The lieutenant is a very busy man. If you don't have any business with him, I'm afraid I can't let you through. Suppose I don't have any other choice. Fine. Is Herr Reinhardt here? He seems to perk up hearing the name and smirks knowingly at me. Strange company you keep, Fraulein. You should be in the guard quarters. You can enter it through the western courtyard. You'll have to go through the assembly hall. Mind the rubble. Time to dig up some dirt. Wait, before we go through the assembly hall, I just want to check this out. I can't go that way. Okay. Christ alive. Brr, there's a draft coming in from the ruined side of the building. Although I suppose they have tried to patch it up a bit. Hey, factory worker. Sweat is dripping from his furrowed brow. Excuse me. Now what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Can you tell me about what happened? He scoffs. What's to tell? Some saboteurs infiltrated the factory and planted a bomb. And a story. There must have been a reason. Everything's got a reason. But I'll be damned if I know why they hit this place. By the time I got here, the fire brigade were already busy putting out the fire. What were the guards doing? Shouting, mostly. They were carrying boxes out of one of the depot rooms upstairs. Never seen them do so much grunt work in my life. What was in the depot room? Couldn't tell you. We don't handle whatever's in that depot. And we don't talk about it either. I need to get back to work. It's hardly a smoking gun, but it's starting to look like Vestergaard is up to something after all. What could the Germans be storing here? Valuable cargo. In the aftermath of the factory sabotage, the German soldiers were busy carrying boxes from one of the depots close to the explosion. Worker's desk. Screws and small instruments litter the table. So this is where it all comes together. Woman, her eyes keep drifting to the guard as she assembles the radio in front of her. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I have to finish these before my next break. Is everything alright? Yes, everything's fine. This is a fine job. But I wish that guard over there would put away his gun. It makes this place feel like, you know, one of those prison camps. I'll see if I can do something. Oh, would you? My German isn't the best, and he doesn't seem like the patient type. A worker's complaint. A German guard in the assembly hall is openly carrying a gun. This is making some of the workers nervous. Basket filled to the brim with thick woolen blankets. At least the fabric is of a decent quality. Though I'm sure the workers would have preferred some paid days off. What do you think you're doing? Those are for employees only. Hands off. Alright, fine. Hi. German soldier, carefully surveilling the room with a mean scowl on his face. He narrows his eyes at me as I approach. What can I do for you? About that gun you're holding. What about it? It's upsetting some of the workers. So, I'm carrying it for their protection. We need to be ready in case one of those saboteurs decides to come back and finish the job. If it offends a few of the workers, then so be it. What about their productivity? I don't have any more insight points. There's talk of a strike. How would you feel in their position? I'd understand that we're living in a time of war, and that necessary measures have to be taken. Now move, you're blocking my view. Well, that didn't work. Alright, I tried. I'm sorry, he wouldn't budge. Oh, that's alright, thanks for trying. Yeah, I guess, like, maybe if I could have gotten him to budge, I could have gotten information out of her, but it's not gonna work now. All of these doors are shut. They won't open. The criminal inspector, or it's criminal inspector. So he's the one behind the commotion, and Wolfgang is standing right next to him. I'll need to speak to him alone if I want him to tell me anything about Vestergaard. Alright, so how am I gonna separate them? Factory worker. He's throwing nervous glances in the direction of the Gestapo officer. I can't believe they're letting him fire a gun so close to civilian workers. It really is an outrage. Shh, keep your voice down. What if they hear us? Hear what? Oh god. We're on a break, thank you very much. Isn't it a bit cold? In case you haven't noticed, there's a massive hole in the ceiling of the assembly hall. Out here or in there, it hardly makes a difference. Yes, at least the air out here is fresher. Did you need something? Didn't you get a day off after the explosion? Only seems fair. You'd think. The old man just gave us a half day. Didn't even care that the rubble was still here, just wanted the soldiers to finish moving something from upstairs. Now, if you don't mind, our break is ticking away. Alright. Bullseye! Now how about that, Holtz? Care to try and see if you can beat that score? With all due respect, sir, I think we'd do better to save our bullets. Lethargy dulls the mind, Lieutenant. Or Lieutenant. We must keep our wits sharp and our weapons sharper. Our weapons are not our only tools, sir. Our arms give bite to those other tools. Mark my words. One day you'll stand face to face with the outlaws who sabotage this factory. You best be ready. I know I shall be. Hey, you there! He's looking right at me. What are you standing there gawking for? Frau Larson, what brings you to this neck of the woods? I'm here to see Lieutenant Holtz. Oh, well, that's a relief. The wife of a suspected saboteur prowling around a crime scene? That certainly invites questions. Don't you think, Lieutenant? Frau Larson and I have certain mutual acquaintances, sir. She must be here to discuss those, isn't that right? Yes, that's right. And to figure out what Vestergaard is doing with so many Nazis at his factory. Well, now that's settled. Surely, Frau Larson, there is really no need for you to expose yourself to the weather like this. Would you kindly go wait in the break room? I'll be with you shortly. Alright. Is there anything else we can look at? Barbed wire fence, a dangerous combination of sharp and rusty. How much of this stuff have they brought to Tinglev? Door leads to the rooms occupied by the guards. Sign. Worship be gesprochen famed coordinate. Sorry, I butchered the fuck out of that. Be careful what you say, the enemy is listening. She sure is. Yeah, no kidding. Snoop, snoop, snoop. Locker. Some careless soul has left it slightly ajar. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to take a peep inside. Oh, a piece of paper fell out. It's a letter. Read it. Dear Mama, I hope this letter finds you all safe and sound. News has reached us that the English and Americans have bombed Heilbronn. I'm sure that our little town must have escaped the worst of it. But my heart aches every time I think of you being so close to the fight while I am safe here in Denmark. They say the war will end soon. I fervently pray that it is true. We shall all remain safe until then. Words cannot express how much I miss you and the little trolls. Your devoted son, Otto. There doesn't seem to be much else in the locker, just a smelly jacket and some magazines. Otto. Oof, this room reeks of smoke and sweat. That's Otto. Hey you, what do you think you're doing in here? At ease, soldier. This is Frau Larsen. She's a recent acquaintance of mine. If you're here to see the commander, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. He's out. Probably hobbling about somewhere on that crippled leg of his. The two young soldiers laugh hesitantly. Actually, I saw him outside. He was talking to Felix Stahl. Oh, was he? You might have to wait a while then. In the meantime, care to join us? What are you playing? Why don't you come closer and have a look? I don't know if this is a good idea. Alright, let's check this out. Why not? Table. Cards and valuables are strewn about. Reinhardt's smile broadens as I approach the table. Do you play, Frau Larsen? Sometimes. Ah. Boys, you better sit this one out. This one's between me and Larsen. Oh yeah, this guy hates me. What are we playing? Saibzin and Veer? Or 21, I think you call it here. Oh, I know 21. Are you familiar with the rules? I kind of forget the rules. I have this vague memory of 21, but I don't 100% remember how to play it. No, please explain. Alright. In order to win this game, you need to get to 21 or as close to 21 as possible without going over it. Yeah, I remember now. That's pretty simple. Each card is worth its own number. King, Queen, and Jack are worth 10. Aces are worth 1 or 11. Your choice each time. I don't remember that part. At the start of the game, we each get 2 cards. You can then ask for another card to increase your total, or you can choose to stick with what you've got. Remember, the goal is for each of us to get as close to 21 as possible. If you have more than 21 points on your hand, you're out of the game. Yeah. Now are you ready to play? Yes, I am. Splendid. However, games like these, they're only interesting when something's at stake, would you say? I wouldn't say that. Oh, come now, surely there must be something you want. I want information. I want to know what Mr. Vestergaard is up to. You want dirt on the old man? Deal. If you win, then I'll tell you something about him. In fact, since I'm feeling particularly lucky today, whatever you wager, I'll double. What do you say? What premium goods do I have? Fucking great, sure. That'll do nicely. Mueller? Deal the cards. My first 2 cards are the 5 of hearts and 7 of spades. That's 12 in total. I'll hold. Okay, we got 12, so if I'm not butchering my math, 10 or under should be fine. And you can choose whether you want the ace to be 11 or 1. So yeah, I should ask for another card. Yes, give me one more. This card is a 4 of clubs. That brings my total to 16. I'll take another card. Now, Larsen, do you want to hold or do you want another card? I think I'll hold. Alright. I have the Jack of Spades, the 3 of Spades, and the 6 of Hearts. That's... I forget what the Jack of Spades is. Is that 10? 13... 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He has 19 and I have 16. Shit. Damn. Oh, don't look so sour, Larsen. You can't win them all. What the devil is going on in here? Wolfgang gets mad because They're playing cards and slacking off and yada yada. Commandant. We were just sold at Werner. Your break ended 5 minutes ago. Get back to your post at once. Yes, Herr Commandant. And you, Soldat Mueller, that stain on your uniform is an absolute disgrace. Clean yourself up for goodness sake, man. Right away, Herr Commandant. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking to who glitched out. And you, Officer, not sure how to pronounce that, Reinhardt. My office, now. Okay. It seems like everyone forgot about me. This is where we were last time. Alright, so should I try and approach him from here? Oh, no, I think I end up in the same space as last time. Oh, Frau Larson, hold on just a moment. Yes? The stain just won't come out. You wouldn't happen to have some sort of housewife trick I can use? I'm not your mother, sir. Just soak it in vinegar. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna work. Cold water and, like, soap often is the trick. Or, like, I don't know. Nowadays, there's, like, specific cleaning products that you use to, like, get stains out. I'm not exactly sure what they're made of. But yeah, vinegar might do the trick. Really? Yes, maybe I should try that. He does not look pleased. That stuck-up little bastard. Wait, where's he going? Oh, why are we following him? Are we just going all the way over to where I clicked? Because I was trying to... Yeah. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to toggle off of the overlay. Which direction are we going in again? Where's Reinhardt? I mean, not that we really need to talk to him, we need to talk to Wolfgang. Why are we toying with these soldiers anyway? Because we're trying to bleed them for information about the man who owns the factory. This guy, I forget his name, who's throwing a huge party tonight. Because I need blackmail material for him. Or on him, so I can get him to tell me stuff. Door. Sounds of heavy machinery are coming from the other side. It's locked. Right, I think I tried that already. Let's try the office. Photo frame. There's a picture of Margaret inside it. She looks a bit flustered as usual, but happy. I wonder when this was taken. Bookshelf. Tightly packed, but very neatly organized. Storm of Steel by Ernest Junger. And what's this in the back? A book of poems and short stories by Ludwig Tieck. The edges are worn. Oh, there's a lot of notes in the margins. Seems the lieutenant has been taking notes on rhythmic structures. Wolfgang. His back cuts a dark silhouette against the bright window. Excuse me, Herr Holtz? What were you thinking, Frau Larson? Sitting with that scoundrel. I'm disappointed to learn you would keep such company. I was only keeping him occupied. God knows how he would have swindled those poor young boys if I had stepped in when I did. The lieutenant's eyes turned mellow. If that really was your intent, you really must forgive me. Well then, is there anything I can do for you? What do you think of Mr. Vestergaard? Yeah, that's the guy who owns the factory. What a strange question. I respect him, of course. He's a pillar of the community. What a polite answer, almost too polite. You must have more to say than that. Yes. I promise I won't tell a soul. I must admit, my concerns about Vestergaard. He has been most cooperative with the Reich, but his other associations leave much to be desired. Even the Nazis are starting to wonder about Vestergaard. Maybe I can use this. Wolfgang's suspicions. Though he's reluctant to admit it, Wolfgang suspects that Mr. Vestergaard might be up to something and is conducting some inquiries. But it would be terrible to accuse the man without having any concrete evidence. Now, I have some paperwork that I really should be getting on with, but perhaps we might see each other at the banquet tonight? Farewell. Farewell. I should go and see if I can find Reinhardt before I leave. He seemed quite upset. Perhaps he'll be willing to spill some secrets. Yeah, but he hates me, so doubt it. We didn't really get a lot of information beyond. They were keeping something in the depot that they didn't trust the workers with, that they had to get out when the explosion happened. They were carrying boxes out. And Wolfgang doesn't trust what's his face? Vestergaard. Okay, where's Reinhardt? I don't see him. There he is. His fingers are trembling as he tries to light his cigarette. Come on, you son of a bitch. Well, I'm not going to offer to light his cigarette, because I hate him. And he's a Nazi, so... What happened? That crippled bastard reassigned me. Made me the Gestapo's permanent servant. Says that my particular skills would be better suited to their methods. That they'd be able to keep a better eye on me. Fucking hell. Those people give me the fucking creeps. He should have been more careful. Well, he's not going to stop me from earning my fair share. Hey, listen. I have a deal that I need to conclude at the market later today. If all goes well, I might also need your help later tonight at the banquet. Yeah, I'm not helping you. Given my new position, I'm sure I'll get plenty of opportunity to bring your husband something for his pain. I'm just putting it out there. See you around. And Larson, these Gestapo types, you know they shoot more than just bottles. Tread lightly. Around Vestergaard, too. Your snooping is bound to ruffle some feathers. Well, thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. At least I know Vestergaard is up to something. But how is any of this going to help Anders? Well, I'm honestly more interested in helping the resistance than
This
trying to help
factory
Anders
had
at
come
this
to
point.
represent so much to so many. To its workers, it was employment and security. To Nazi sympathizers, it was a testament to the value of cooperation. And to the resistance, it was a monument to greed and corruption. The bricks had taken on meaning, and their destruction was a direct response to that meaning. If there was any truth to be found here, I hope to find it.
I scoured the area for more clues, but something told me that there was much more to be found here. Collaboration was messy business. I felt for the workers who only wanted to feed their families and get through the war, even if it meant supplying the Nazi war machine. Each side had their fair share of arguments, but this did not mean the arguments were equal. The resistance still spoke more truth than the fascists. Yeah, no shit.
Each side had their fair share of arguments, but this didn't mean the arguments were equal. The resistance still spoke more truth than the fascists.
Got another wit point. Alright. It's evening now. Is it time for the party? I'm gonna go make yummy food. Have a good one, Faye. Alright. Thanks, young lane. Enjoy your yummy food. Thanks for stopping by.
I need to convince Mr. Vestergaard to help free Anders. If he won't offer aid, then who can I turn to?
Well, the resistance, maybe, but I suppose it's worth keeping your options open. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere else I can go right now.
I need to convince... There's something up ahead.
Oh great, another chance encounter. Because those always end so well. Okay, I said I was gonna save here, but maybe after the chance encounter? Yeah, it's been 4 hours and 18 minutes. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get through this scene, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Isn't that old Herr Brown? Or Braun? What's he doing out here all by himself? It's almost dark. He's shaking his head, his eyes fixed on the tractor with a steady glare. Those goddamn louts. When I get my hands on them, I swear I'll... What's going on? Oh, hello, Frau Larson. Say, have you seen any Danish thieves around here? How would I tell if they were Danish? Oh, never you mind that. Give me a hand, will you? It'd do me good to know there's still some decent folk left in this country. Not until you tell me what happened. Oh, what is it with you youngins nowadays? No respect for your elders. All I need you to do is start the engine while I have a look at it from the other side. Don't worry, this should be real simple. I've already readied it, so it should be no trouble for a young lady such as yourself. Oh, fuck off. All you need to do is pull the handle here. I know how to start a tractor. I see. You picked up a few tricks from your husband, eh? Something like that. Well, that's even better. Come on, try it. Alright, I don't really particularly feel like helping this douchebag, but sure, why not? Tractor, a mighty beast of new technology. Alright, you ready? Ready. Now turn it on. Pull the handle gently or pull the handle hard? I feel like pulling it gently might be a better idea. Is it working? No, try again. A little harder. How about now? No. Pull harder! Whoa! Jesus Christ almighty! Is everything okay? His finger's bleeding. Ugh, cut myself on the edge of one of those darn screws. Are you alright? Yes, yes. Don't trouble yourself, dear girl. It'll take more than a bitty scratch like that to fell me. Now, where did I put my handkerchief? There it is. Looks really dirty. Fine, let's be nice. Offer him a clean bandage. Here, take this instead. Oh, you really are an angel. A gentle soul, just like your father. Yes, my father, who, has joined the Nazi party. He really has a gentle soul. What happened to the tractor? Why did it go off like that? Someone must have sabotaged the engine. Why? They want to get back at me, that's why. Why did they have to take it out on my tractor? Cost me a fortune, it did. When do you think it happened? Well, it went missing a couple days ago. Stolen. I'm sure it's one of Herr Mortison's and Mortison and his ilk. That family is always snapping at my heels like a hungry pack of wolves. Oh, look, it's... Speak of the devil, Mr. Mortensen. Having trouble with your tractor, old man? Speak of the devil. What are you doing here, you good-for-nothing lout? Just passing by? But don't try to act all innocent. I bet you're the one behind this. You always were a bully and a thief, even as a boy. What are you blabbering on about? Don't think I've forgotten that you and your ruffian friends stole apples from my orchard. And you wouldn't even eat them whole. You would simply take a little bite and leave them all to rot on the ground. That is such a waste, but he was just a kid. Oh, but he was only a boy. Once a thief, always a thief, that's what I always say. It's very cop of you, my guy. Now confess. I don't know what you're talking about, old man. I've been at work in town all day. You can ask the store, they'll tell you. I do hope it was someone in my family who did it. You deserve it, after what you've taken from us. Bah! Don't you start on that. My ancestors laid claim on this farm long before your grandpa even drew his first breath. Oh God, what are you fighting over? So you keep saying, but my family knows the truth. Isn't it time you buried the hatchet? Ha! The only place I'd like to bury a hatchet is in the back of this senile old coot. You better watch your mouth. And you, Frau Larson, you're much too young and starry-eyed to understand. The past is not easily forgotten. It's a vital part of our identity, our culture. Yeah, I get that, but like, why y'all fighting? Like, over a farm? Because someone might have stolen it from who? Like, I don't really know who the indigenous people of this land is. I'm not really up on that. I'm not up on my European geography and my various European countries' history. But like, yeah, so who's to say? I couldn't really tell you who's in the right here, but like, yeah, I don't know. And besides, if the farms can't produce enough goods, then someone down the line will starve. It's hard enough to make ends meet with both my sons off to war. And you damn Danes are too stubborn to help. And why should we? You only sell to Germans anyway. Mark my words, old man. When this war ends, we'll take back what's rightfully ours. Are you threatening me? On my own property? I won't stand for it. Why, I've got a good mind to report you to the authorities for that kind of treasonous behavior. Okay, the Gestapo have their hands full. The Gestapo will not offer justice. We have a decent German relation, but we don't have enough compassion. This might not work. Oh, it worked. The Gestapo will not offer justice. They might arrest them even if there's no evidence. You're probably right. But what about my tractor? Who's going to pay for the repairs? That's not my problem. Now I've got someplace to be. Farewell. I should get going as well. The festivities at the Vestergaard Manor will no doubt be starting soon. Alright. Don't know if we properly resolved that, but at least no one died or got arrested, so I consider that a win. At least for now.